Turn my mute off. Making too small of a 3-bet. I haven't figured out the settings for 888 yet, but we'll get ourselves figured out here in just a second. So it's not keeping my blinds in big blinds. Display in big blinds. There we go. Okay, cool. It's literally right there. Perfect. And we got some audio to go with it as well. So we're in a 220. This is the early, cutting right to the chase here. Kings. We made way too small of a 3-bet just because I was trying to figure out the mechanics of everything here. We're going to go with a larger size here in this kind of a wet board. Yeah, so we're just chilling. 888. Let's go. Isn't it ironic? Yeah, we'll go with this. Sweet. Kings takes it down. That's our first pot that we've won on 888. So this here is the $2.20 early PKO. So this is the first time that I've played on 888 in a really long time. I played some free rolls and some other stuff on here before, but haven't really done too much playing on this site before. Go 2.5 here. Jacks. Okay, it is working. So we take it down with the Queen Jack. I'm also in the 11. I'll pull that one up in just a second. Like I say, just more or less just getting organized here this morning. Seeing where we're at. Not letting my jacks go. I think this guy probably has an ace, but just going to check. It's like rain on your wedding day. I like my showdown here. I just don't know if I'm going to get it. Let's see if I can pull this one up. Table 2. He's going to put in a large bet. And I'm going to fold. 3 barrels will dink dank do for me. Don't need to see any showdown there. 6 of spades. I'll go fold. We're pretty deep here, so. And I'm still getting used to the layout of things. Let's go to settings. 4-card deck. Gotta have a 4-card deck. I actually kind of like this kind of a card layout better. King 8 suited, not under the gun. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Game settings. We are going to turn off the audio as well. Oh, I can change my image too. I should do that. We get 3-bet all in. Sound effects. Here we go. Turn those off. Uh, 9-7 suited. I guess we'll just fold. I'm going to change the name of this as well. We are not playing this. This is the $11 PKO Rumble. Fix that title up. An interesting flop here. I mean, we definitely could have squeezed. Squeezing was definitely an option. I don't think we can fold just yet. We do get there on the turn. With the 5, brings in our straight. Do lose to 10-7, which would be unfortunate. I think button probably has more 10-7 than the original opener. It's a healthy bet. Who would have thought? It figures. That is probably the worst. It is the worst card in the deck for us right now. It's a free ride. I mean, we chop some, but it just... We lose to just the random 10s, the clubs. And yeah, we chop like 25% of the time, I guess. I don't know. It's not a great... That was not a great run out. That was pretty terrible. Pretty terrible. Just going to find a fold there. Not the river I wanted to see. I mean, I don't think we can really raise turn either. We'll limp in here. Still sitting on like 83 bigs after limping in. Not the best hand, but we'll take a flop. And we do get top pair. Not going away. No real kicker here, but certainly not folding. Probably just going to have to hold on here. I mean, we could be up against better kings for sure. Love to see it go check here. I highly doubt it does, but I don't know what kind of bluffies he's going to have here. No bluffies, apparently. We take it down with the king. They had ace-8 of diamonds in that hand. Getting the mechanics down for the site here pretty good. It usually takes me a little bit just because every site is a little different on with everything. I guess the one thing I will say is it's a little cluttered with my what's it called? The poker tracker. I think 888's been around for a really long time. I don't know why I've never played on here. I think you just have to, when you're a budgeted player like myself, you just got to pick which ones you want to play on, and then sometimes sites get left out. So that's why I kind of like doing this, because it gives me a chance to play on some sites that I wouldn't normally really try and play on unless it was for the stream. So I really been enjoying doing this. I'm gonna call here. This is a fine multi-way hand, especially if button just folds here. I mean, there is some possibility of some 3-bets behind. This is just a good multi-way hand. Whereas it's like 10-9, I would really like to maybe put a 3-bet in with some better suited connectors. We can definitely start 3-betting. This is a monster flop for us. We're open-ended with the flush draw. We're covered by both. I'm just trying to think about how much raising I'm going to do here. I think a decent amount, yeah, especially with 2 players in there now and we have such a good amount of equity. Let's go to 21. It's a little big, but I'd like to get the chips in here. We got so much equity at this. And we could just take the pot down right now with 7 high, which is quite attractive as well. But we're not folding. We're going to have at least 40% here. Ooh, okay, not that much. Wow, that's terrible. You just had King Jack of Hearts and turns the nuts. I thought we were way more alive than that. Okay. GG's, I guess. Oh yeah, we're going to have 40% at least. Here we have like, we've got like 20. Oh man, that sucks that he had our flush cards. It's such a monster flop. I don't see us ever playing it any differently. Yeah, it could be a short one today. That was in the 11. There is a mystery bounty with 10 seats guaranteed. Dang, there's only 15 players in that? Say what? Available for 18 minutes. I'm just going to have that up the side. We'll play this one. God, that hand really sucked. I can't believe he had flush cards. That's brutal. Couldn't just have an overpair or something. Just have aces. Give him aces at one time. Man, oh man, open-ended and a flush draw. Brutal. Gonna defend here at least. See what small blind's decision is here. We're in there. Checks through. I think it's fine. Not my favorite turn card, obviously, with the over, but we're just trying for showdown here at this point. Don't really want to put money in this pot. Just can't think of what bluffs he has, but a 10 wouldn't really make sense unless he just rivers a jack. Okay, let's look him up. I think we're deep enough. I have a random bluff, actually. King 8 suited in the small blind. 2.5 big blinds in this. Yeah, I gotta get after it now because I don't want the blinds to go up. Those are on the last level of late reg here now. Just fold this one. I mean, 3-bet pot at this point. We can't really do anything. Wouldn't have been a bad looking flop for us, actually. But, say, the 3-bet nature of things would have made it pretty difficult. Suited on the button, we like this. Do cover a couple players for bounties. Actually, pretty much cover most of the table except for the person that just won that pot, that 3-bet hand. Queen 10 on the buttons is such a good hand here in this position. Under the gun open, I'm less thrilled about, but still got a really good hand. Shit. Okay, well, no, it's not quite as good. This is really sucky. I just wanted it to be a single raise pot. There's just so much more potential for us. The 3-bet is good. They're 3-betting a lot, though. We're going to play it close to the chest here. Close to the vest, I think is the expression. I think I'm probably dead in the... I don't know if I win anything here or not. No, I don't. Okay, 2.5 to go. The PLO Mystery. And then there's the Voyage. That is a lot of late reg. Just checking here. Pretty good board for big blind. Not gonna bother trying to fight for that one anymore. Not a bad flop. I mean, we do flop a pair, but not super excited about it. I actually don't hate a call here sometimes. I'm going to 3-bet, but actually call is kind of interesting. If players behind and such, we're just going to put the raise in. Just going to go ahead and put in a raise. Smaller one, I guess. We get the call. Spicy flop. Spicy flop. I think I'm just going to bet small here. I think I still get enough folds from this player that it's kind of interesting though because I have a lot of like backdoor potential, so I don't really want to get raised off my equity, but I also don't mind him just folding and us taking the pot either. So it's like one of those things. Like I want to check to keep my equity and keep myself from being raised off my potential hands I could make by the river, but again, I also like just betting and winning the pot sometimes. And if it works enough, then I'm just going to do it. But interesting there. I'm actually kind of surprised he didn't raise. I thought that once I bet that he might, but he didn't. So we battle on. 70 big blinds in this, so that's good. Bit of a cooler situation in the $11 to take us out of that. There's an $11 early big shot. That's in 20 minutes. And then early big shot. So hopefully everybody's having a good morning so far. We've only busted one tournament, so we're doing okay. We are doing all right. I was just looking at the schedule. I thought there was another tournament that the Voyage. There it is. Okay, late registration. 59 players. There's 2 hours of late reg. They're already on level 5 though. I'm gonna jump in it. 83 bigs. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Seems reasonable. Quite a long tournament, but don't mind taking a crack at it. Jack 9 off. Defense. 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 Actually not a bad flop for us. We have some outs here. We have some potential. I like potential. I like it going check as well. And this is kind of on the larger size. I mean, like over half pot here. Not really that attractive. I mean, a big blind in a bit would be nice, but let's fold. Let's fold, chat. I think we're done with that one. We don't need to go chasing no back doors like that. Don't need to be chasing those, I don't think. Like I say, against a smaller bet, we definitely can. I'd love a smaller bet there, because then it allows us to get in there. I'm going to raise this one. Half. Three and a half seems good. Ace queen. On the button. I was gonna say in the button, but we're usually in the blinds and then we're on the button. It's kind of weird how that works. We're gonna go with that small 3-bet again. A little more. Yeah, I think we definitely have to call if it's a bounty spot. He doesn't. He folds again to our raises. Folding to our aggression. Letting this one go pretty quickly. The Jack 4. The Robbie J. Lou. We won with our other Ace Jack in the Voyage. Well, it's a late reg. More late reg than what I thought was going to be on 888, actually, but I'm okay with it. Back in the day of the old ACR schedule, we were grinding some insane, like, 400 minutes of late reg. Just craziness. Fortunately, they've done away with that, so we'll be back on ACR at some point. Not sure when. I know we have Scoop right around the corner, so I'll definitely be jumping in that. Really looking forward to playing some Scoop this year. The Spring Cup of online poker. So I'd have to load up a little bit more on stars and make sure we've got plenty of bullets to fire for that. I actually played in, I think it was one of the warm-up events. They've got some warm-up events, so I played in one of those yesterday. So that was a good little warm-up just to get... Yeah, I play on stars a lot, so I don't really need to warm up on stars. I kind of have a good feel for the players and whatnot, so I'm looking forward to it. Like I say, we're getting some good data. Like, there's very few players now that pop up on my table that I don't have hands on, so that's always good. Spots like these are a little bit more hard to predict, where I haven't played on this site before, so we don't know many of the players. So I don't have any hands like on my database for any, and I can use my HUD, so we've got the poker tracker on the go. So I'll set up this other table here in just a little bit. Still getting somewhat settled in. So the other tournaments that I've been looking at, kind of eyeing up, is there's a 330. It's a $1,500 guarantee. It's a $3.30 buy-in. It's in 42 minutes. It's a mystery bounty. There is an early big shot 550, which is also right around that time. About an hour. And a $300 deep stack. So there's a lot of good tournaments coming up later in the afternoon. There's an 880 voyage, so good guarantees as well. So we'll see how long we stream for today. It's hard to predict when you play tournaments like this because it all just depends on how much we want to play and what kind of schedule the sites give us for how much we can play, really, because if we're only playing on one site, we got to be fairly particular about which tournaments we're going to play, especially off a small bankroll. I don't want to fold this hand. I also don't want to play at a position. Alright, let's call. I hate this call. I should have folded, but just feels a little too good. That's a horrible flop. Horrible flop. Trip threes on the board. Our queen 10 is going straight into the muck. Not the kind of board we wanted to see. I wanted to see some big cards, spades, queens and tens. Basically the exact opposite of what we got. Oh my. I mean, we could have drawn to a boat, but I don't really like doing that. I mean, he still has overpairs that have us completely crushed. And a lot of the times if we hit our queen or 10 on the turn, we might just chop anyways because they might have an ace queen or an ace 10. So it's really not worth, especially in a 3-bet pot, because then that just leans them more to over pairs as well, or just even middling pairs like 9s and 10s that just aren't going to go away. And God forbid we hit a 10. Whew, that would be ugly. Ugly. Probably should have been one of the reasons why I should have folded to the 3-bet, to be honest. More because of the positions, like I'm going to be out of position there. It's going to make it really, really hard to play. Plus, we still have a player behind. Not that I think they're going to be slow playing anything in particular. Most of the time, it's just going to be a raise. So, big bounty on our right here. Fortunately, we don't have them covered. They've got a pile of chips. A pile of chips. Let's pop over to here. Oh, that's not right. That's the same table. That is the same table. Let's change it up. We did not flop a set here. Called by the button. Checking this for sure. Oh, wow. Huge turn card. I don't mind a larger bet here, actually. Especially versus a button call. We're going to get called by all the kings, most of the jacks. Okay, now sizing river-wise here. I want to go closer to pot. Maybe make it look like we missed our flush draw. Extract as much value as I can from King X. Nice. Gonna change the title on this one. This isn't the $11 PKO anymore. This is actually the 550 Voyage. I remember my old friend Sticky Slug. My old friend Lime Ricky playing in a lot of these tournaments over on her Twitch channel. Old friend of the Bajamin stream back in the day. She used to pop in and say hi all the time when I used to stream on Twitch. Definitely worth a follow. She also moderates in a lot of the 888 channels on there for their streamers and some other streamers as well, so definitely go check out Lime Ricky. I like me Lime Ricky. I wouldn't be surprised if we actually seen her in some of these fields today. But we're just chipping away here right now. We're not doing anything too spectacular. Say just chipping away at them here. Ace Jack in the big blind. We get the jam with an open. I'm gonna put in a raise here actually. We take it down. Winning some all-ins here. Ten-six suited going into the muck. We are on break now, so I'm going to go make another coffee. I appreciate everyone for hanging out. I know it's still rather early this morning, and we did start early. Where are we at here? A couple hours in? No, not quite. Only 40 minutes into the stream, so. 6-minute breaks on 888. Love to see it. So I'll see you guys in just a minute. Okay. We have returned to continue the grind. 33 bigs in this. We're going to see what other damage we can do today. Keeping a close eye on the schedule. Say there's the Mystery Bounty, small buy-in that we like. Early big shot, $11, 1K guarantee. That's probably going to be a smaller field. 17 minutes to late reg PLO Mystery Bounty. PLO, that's fun. But I kind of like where we're at right now with everything as far as tournaments go. I don't really want to drop in a PLO. I think we're good with the Hold'em situation. There's a big open in the 550. A pretty dang good hand as well. Let's skip to that. 3.1. 3.1. Maybe still a call with my 9/8 suited, but quite deep here, so I kind of want to just be a little more higher up. Don't want to spew a bunch of chips. Of course, it proves me wrong. Of course. Just a rainbow board as well. Now, if I'm being fussy, a spade would have been beautiful. Alright. Well, that's disappointing. Let's go to this one, though. Big blind situation here. Big blind situation. Let's see what we can do here. Definitely going to be seeing 3 cards for now. Okay. Off to the races. Flop a gutter. No flush opportunities. 2.7 with just a gutter on ace high versus an open from hijack. I think we're folding. I love to try and get there on the turn, but some other backdoors would also be helpful as well. Gut shots are tricky to make. Tricky to make a gut shot. 7-3 into the muck. It's around 25 bigs right now, so getting a little shorter. 20 minutes of late reg left in this tournament. On the smaller size buy-in, but kind of been doing well in this range in like the sub $5 buy-ins. Getting some final tables and some deeper runs, so I'm gonna keep cruising on that. And they're affordable. They're like pretty affordable tournaments to play too. You can get quite a few of these smaller buy-ins in, so works out fairly well. So fairly well. Suited queen on the button versus under the gun. I do like covering for a bounty. But I don't think that's a good enough reason for us to call. My third and last coffee of the day because we have no more coffee. I'm going to have to run out and grab some. One of our favorite hands matches our name perfectly. That means we have to raise 2 big blinds. Two biggity blinds. Gonna see a flop here most likely, unless Jones has other ideas. 5, 6, 7, 8. Who do we appreciate? Well, we'll start with a check here. Kind of wanted some green, some clubs. We're in the same kind of situation. We got a gutter and that's it. Which I really don't like, to be honest with you. I mean, we would have kind of had something going on, but I don't know. I think that's pretty far reach. Just wanted some clubs, chat. The naked gut shots are not really that great. Let's go to this one. More big blind situation here. Got Jack 5 suited. Gonna take a flop. And more backdoors. Randomness. Like to see a free card here. I don't know if we get it or not. Down to 1 player though. Could very well see a free card, but we don't. Okay. Free would have been good for us, I think, in that spot. So I must have played. Oh no, because that must have been from my other table. I think I have the same player, or I've had the same players on different tables. This thing has been kind of quiet, but pick up a real hand. Or what I would call a real hand. Hiya. It's disappointing. In the worst position as well, in the small blind. Not at all what we wanted to see. I kind of wanted to do this myself, but even against this open with this hand, I mean, I still kind of like a call even out of position if it's just this player that's opened. Once we get a 3-bet, that's really, really annoying. I mean, we could 4-bet, but I'm still not really comfortable with my 4-bet ranges yet, and it's small. We're in small blind as well, which makes it even more awkward, I think. If we're on the button, we could maybe potentially make a small 4-bet there, because then we can just get called and play in position. And then if they shove, we can still fold and not, like, we can still just put in a small raise instead of being in the small blind where we're going to want to kind of put in a larger raise where we're going to be out of position. Potentially to 2 players, and we more almost want folds in that spot than anything if we're going to do it, but I don't know. 4-bets get tricky, and I think that the 3-bets are going to be pretty nutted in these kind of tournaments until we get just be splashing around with 4-bets out of position or cold calling 3-bets out of position either. So unfortunately, we just got to lay the ace-10 is suited into the muck, as painful as it is. They're playing a lot of hands though, and they're playing very aggressively. So, but they seem that's a real hand. Ace King of Spades is a real hand. So I'm willing to kind of believe that they've had some goodies. Still nothing for us though. 6-5 off into the muck. Chipping away though, I kind of question that. I don't think. I think we're just all in there. I think with that flush draw, flush and straight draw right off the rip there this morning. Kind of questioning my lining of thinking in that hand. I just wish I would have considered the better flush draws. I think that might change my decision, but I don't know. It's just too good of a bet, too good of a flop. I was like, I know I should have like 30 or 40% here. It feels like, you know, worst case Ontario. But that was like worst case Ontario. Oh, you gotta pick it from the gallery. Which one do I like? I kind of like the lion. I think I want to be the lion. Massive all in at this table. No one has a 10, but queens is the winner. Ace King, Ace Jack, and Ace Queen. Big pot. I'm gonna limp here. Five, six, 7, 8. Well, let's go with one big blind here. I like this trick. So usually we'll get the job done. Okay. Interesting. 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 I mean, we block quite a few of the possible straights, like 8-6. Could potentially have King X that he just called with. 3.6 into 4.9 is kind of big too. Again with these gut shots, man. Tricky with the gut shots. And just chase random gut shots. I don't have the chips really either in this 14 bigs. That puts us limited to what we can do. Not sure about that hand. Feel like I could have won that pot somehow. Feel like I could have won that pot somehow, some way. Somehow, some way. I'm going to save that hand in my poker tracker. Yeah, I like the way I played it pre-flop. I think I like that hand, actually. I mean, I don't mind. I mean, I can go a little bigger with my bet on the flop. Maybe go like 1.5, 1.8, something like that. Maybe inspire some more fold equity. But I still like the one big blind, especially off our stack, 15 bigs. It's probably too weak to raise pre-flop, and even if we are, we're probably shoving. So, yeah, limping's fine. Yeah, I don't think we did anything too desperately wrong there. D's gut shots. D's gut shots. So many gut shots today. Can we shoot one in the gut? 10. 10 ball. Corner pocket. Actually, that would be the side pocket. Would be the turn. It's again tempting, but 3.5 into 7.5 with a player behind. No need to get frisky there at the gut shot. Down to 10 bigs in the 220. Not in a good place there. Let's go to that table. 8-7 off. We just got switched over in the 550 to a fresh table. Don't see any names I recognize. Let's go there. I actually have a hand. First hand on this fresh table. Considered putting in another raise pre-flop, but I feel like this is a bit of a check. Interesting. Did not expect to see a check there. Doesn't really help us. I do appreciate it, but it doesn't bring anything really in for us. Curious to know what kind of a hand they're going to be checking with on this flop after 3-betting pre. It's pretty much all bets. Unless they're going to slow play. My only issue is how good is my queen? Because if we hit our queen on the river, it does bring in some straights. Obviously, the aces are still going to be good. I got to see a river. I think I have to see a river here. The check on flop is just got me curious. And giving us a good price as well on the turn. I feel like maybe I should have put in a raise. Maybe pre-flop, but pretty sick if we got to showdown here, which I didn't think was going to happen, but that'll be rad. I'm not calling with ace high. Not calling with ace high, chat. Can't be done. Cannot be done. All right, let's have a big chill here. All these gut shots and overcards and oof. Ay. Not making it easy on us over here on 888. Giving us a challenge. Giving us a challenge. No challenge here, though. 10 big blinds. Just got to be all in. That's all there is to it. Just got to be all in. Pick a spot and go. I did honestly consider it, but this player wasn't sitting here. It was just it was me and this guy. So hopefully we can pick up something. I see an ace and only one ace. Womp womp. Question is this good enough? What are we sitting on blind levels here? 4 minutes. I mean, I don't hate it. This is such junk. All right, let's do it. Enough humming and hawing. We'll get a rebuy here. I think this is a light jam, but I want to try and get my chips in here. 10 bigs left. I kind of want to just scoop the blinds, but not going to happen. Ace king. We need a 3 or a deuce. Ooh, lots of equity on the turn. Oh, let's go, chat. Sucking out. Sucking out. My impatience got the better of me there. But we got the deck to work with us. But we got the deck to cooperate, which is phenomenal. Unfortunately, I won't be able to play for his bounty. Pretty awesome hand. I kind of thought, I was like, damn, that is a sick turn. Let's go to this hand. I think I'm all in here. I just want to be all in. I was going to flat. I kind of like a flat here, but... Oh, maybe I should have flatted. I like a flat. I do like a flat there every once in a while, but... Didn't really expect him to fold, to be honest. Seems like they're on the aggressive side, so... Maybe they do have some more bluffs. I was getting my happy tilt on the go on that one from the previous hand. There is a lot of flatting there. I was thinking about, I don't know. I was thinking I was just putting him on a good hand, to be honest. I thought didn't think he was going to fold. It's usually a fairly nutted range there. $48 bigs though. We're in good shape. Had some really interesting situations today. Let's cut over to the 220. Bounty. Limping along here. The 6-5. Suited. Not the worst flop. Hopefully we can see what the turn brings. This is cheap. I like cheap. The problem is it's cheap. It's not inexpensive. It's cheap. There's a very, very huge difference between inexpensive and cheap. That was cheap. You want to avoid cheap. Inexpensive is good. Inexpensive is very good. Cheap? Nah, you don't want cheap. Cheap is junk. Cheap is junk, and that's pretty much what we had there. 6 high with backdoors only. But I heard that somewhere. I can't remember where I heard that, but I remember somebody telling me that at one point, is that if you can find something that's inexpensive, you got it made. But when something's cheap, it's usually just poorly made, low quality, undesirable. Let the good times roll. A little bit of a lull here in between some hands. 8-7. We got some hearts. 32 paid in this PKO. We are at a late reg. Did not realize that. No bounties for us yet. Got plenty of short stacks here. We got 9.2 and around 9, 10 bigs here, depending if he wins this pot or not. Big slick. Yeah, we're going to go 2.5 here. I thought it would maybe just 2xing, especially with the short stack, but the average is still going to be high enough for even 2.4 is probably fine, but we'll just go with the easy button. I think sometimes we look too hard into that kind of stuff. Oh man, that's a rough flop for our ace king. Very rough flop. Even bet this turn a little bit, maybe. I don't even like this bet. I think that hopefully I just get enough folds. I mean, I could get a worse hand like with one heart to call. That would be okay as well. I don't like that bet though, to be honest. I think I'm just reading into the fact that they are not interested in their hand at all. That's all that was. We won the pot, which was my intention with that hand. It's my intention with every hand, LOL. What's your intention in poker? To win every hand that I play. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen, unfortunately. That's what I dream about. Never losing in another hand of poker. Just having your overpairs always hold and having your overcards always hit. Oh, imagine. What a life. What a life. Oh, and your suited connectors always make flushes and straights that are good as well. That would have to be part of that. About halfway through the hour, there's a couple other tournaments that I might take a peek at. See what kind of mischief we can get into on 888 today. Still no bounty potential here. Short stack, but open raise. Not a very good hand. A7 working its magic versus pocket sixes. King queen suited in the small blind. This is a very good hand. Like to be all in here pre-flop potentially if we can get a customer. Geez, they're still advertising that. There must be, you must be able to register with like one big blind. I'm going to shove. Kind of hoping for a call, but we don't get it. We don't get it. Limping there is totally fine too. Limp or shove. I'm torn on this one as well. I'm just going to min raise. Damn it. Save my stack, but damn it, I hate folding. I was debating on if I should limp or raise. I think maybe a limp. Because then we don't have to risk as much of our stack. We can just kind of limp in, and then if we get raised, then we can, you know, if he shoves, then we fold. But if he makes a small raise, then we can call. We limp in, he makes it 3.5. We could possibly call. Alright, we are in a hand here in the 550. It's an hour and a half of later edge in this one. We turn top pair. We also have open-ended this time. No more gut shots, chat. No more gut shots. We're upgrading to open-ended. We are upgrading to open-ended. Huge brick on the river, the brickiest of bricks. Just trying to think if I prefer to check call here or make another small bet. I think I like another small bet here. See if we can get called by a worse hand. Which it looks like we are. Ace 5. Let's go. Nice little bit of value there in the end. Love to see it. The 220, the $2.20, 32 to the money. King 9 we fold versus the limp. Could have limped in here ourselves, but now King 10. That would have been something. Now that would have been something. $14 bigs, so we're not in too bad a shape. If we can double, we will be cruising. 75 left with 32 paid. Okay, yeah, now this is where it gets a little trickier. Blinds go up, so we're down to 12 bigs. And we're not that far off the blinds either, so it could be spicy. And we'll stay on this table for now. Could be our second bust out of the day. Well, technically our third, because we did play in that mystery bounty, that 109 satellite that they're running. Ace 4 suited. I think we're going to be all in here. One move only. Uh-oh, we're in trouble. Uh-oh, double trouble. Double trouble. Can we get some clubs? Can we get some clubs? Can we get some clubs? Yes, we can get some clubs. Let's go. Let's go. Huge pot in the 220. Had to crack the aces to get it. Had to crack the aces to get there, but that's a huge pot. Gotta defend here. Paired board. With only our back doors to the diamonds. No. 50 bigs in the 550 voyage still. We're hanging out over there. So lots of late reg in that. Small fields today, especially for a Sunday. I've kind of thought I thought 888 would have some bigger fields, but ooh, this is very interesting. Ooh, this is very interesting. I want to frickin' raise here so bad, but I don't know. Feels fishy. In my heart of hearts, I really want to just blast it pre-flop, but oh my god. These back doors all morning have been haunting us, chat. They have been haunting us. Oh man, there's 4 big blinds with the $2 bounty. Him are above average as well. Our Tolle is like, why did I not freaking get any folds here? Why did I get 1 fold? Okay. I mean, there's still bounties to play for, and we just don't need to be in this pot. I mean, obviously a beautiful turn card, but we just don't need to punt a bunch of our stack just trying to get... Oh my goodness. 1 card off a straight flush. Wild. I don't know. I don't know. I think I missed a spot pre-flop for aggression. I really wanted to muster up the strength to put in a big raise there pre-flop. It would have worked for us as well. Hashtag results. Do they have a straight there as well? Or do they just have a pair? I think they just had a pair. Alright, we're marking that one for review. I think I missed a spot for aggression there. I really do. And I wanted to do it so bad. I just couldn't muster the strength. I just couldn't muster the strength. We'll play it cool here for a second. We'll just cool off here for a minute. We'll watch the carnage. This is kind of interesting too, the stats beside the player. I have my own HUD obviously, but yeah, pretty interesting. 11% 3-bet, that's really good. I'm liking our stats right now. Liking our stats. See how well they line up. So yeah, they're pretty much bang on with my poker tracker information as well. I have $0 in MTT winnings on here. That's cool. Kind of interesting that it shows you that as well. I know on GG they do that. Oh, and Joe's got 100K, 40K. And these guys are pretty good winners for the most part. Ooh. Pretty looking hand here. Jack 10 suited. I like that John's in there. Like to play heads up. I get my wish. Jack in the window, queen behind. I'm contemplating a bet. I'm just gonna check here. I think we have the best hand. Don't think we could have gotten any more value there realistically. They only had a pair of sixes. That's a nice pickup though. Isn't it ironic? It's like rain on your wedding day. It's a free ride when you've already paid. And who would have thought it figures? 21 to 61, so we're going to keep chipping away here. I really want to win a bounty, but can't really force those situations. Need a customer. Speaking of customers, I'd like to get some action. This is going to be my first 3-bet in this tournament. Go to 7. Seems reasonable. Not really worried about the short stacks too much, obviously. 4.2. We do get called, and we flop the goods. Isn't it ironic? I'm going to check here because we just have so much of this board. The call is interesting, though. Leads me to believe they have a pretty good hand. All right, we got to start putting a little money in. I actually like a really small bet here. Damn. Couldn't get him. Couldn't keep him on the hook. Happy to get the pre-flop call, though. That did put a little more money in the pot. Our first aces of the day. We had kings and jacks. Now we've got ace. Now we've had aces. So we're checking off the big pairs. That'll help the 3-bet stats a little bit as well in this tournament. Only hand that I've 3-bet so far, I think, is aces, but I'm fairly impressed with the stats, though. That they line up pretty darn close to what my HUD has. And who would have thought it figures? Alright, I want to win a bounty. I also don't want to lose a ton of chips here. Sometimes you can't have both. I got all the short stacks to call here. What's going on? Oh, big sigh. Let's bet one big blind. Just see how everybody responds. 4, 5. We need a 5. Can Chris Jones be with us? This is a silly hand. This is a silly hand. What are we doing here, chat? Desperately trying to win a bounty here. It's not going to happen. Too much desperation. Too much desperation. All right, we're gonna keep chugging away here. See if we can take out Joe on here on our left. We've been fighting for that bounty forever. A bounty. Now we're bountyable. See ya. The limps on the bus go round and round. Oh god. Alright, we're gonna be all in. And I'm all in over here too. Jacks vs 10s. This looks good. That looks very good. Oh my god. Really? It's like rain. Alright, we're just gonna focus on this one, I think. And that'll probably be the stream. That one sucked. That one kind of sucked. One big blind is the going rate. See if we can cash this one. It's a pretty good start. Good start. Not super worried about ICM, really. Imagine the cash will be fairly small here as well, where it's a bounty tournament. We hit some clubs earlier. See if we can do it again. We do. That's the nuts. I like a sneaky check here. We got him. Let's go. I wonder if I could have sized up a little more. Jack 8. Nah, I don't think. I think we sized it pretty well there on the river. So like my check on the turn as well. Top 10 in chips now. That definitely goes a long way. Love to see it. So we're 17 to the money. I'm liking 888 though. It's feeling better about the mechanics and stuff like that, and not a ton of tournaments to play, but I think they do a good job of keeping the guarantees pretty healthy. Just taking a quick peek to see what other tournaments are around, but I think this is the one that we want to focus on. Min raise to start here with the ace queen. See what the blinds are considering for options here. Queen in the window, love to see it. Gonna go for my one big blind stab here. Keeping it small as well in the turn. Nice. We could have even went a little smaller than that. Oh, and we're on break. Let's go, chat. Love to see it. Yeah, things have been going well. I want to focus on this tournament. There's a couple other ones that I might light reg. I've got a fairly decent amount of time this afternoon. I'm not in a big rush, so yeah, I might fire another tournament here, but I want to focus on this one where we are getting close to the money and we can talk through some situations and stuff as we go. My wife came home for a second there. That's why I was on mute. So if anybody's curious about that, she just popped home. She's at work today. So, and Lucy is at her grandparents'. So I do have a decent amount of time this afternoon to play some poker. But as always, I don't want to get too carried away and just overwhelm everyone with tables. So we're gonna just, like I say, we'll focus on this, see if we can make the money here, and then we'll kind of go from there. So stay tuned. See you guys in a minute. All right. See if we can continue on here. $15 to the money. We're well over average stack. There's still a lot of late reg in these tournaments. So I'm not going to jump the gun at all. John here on our left. Unbeatable at all ends. Unbeatable at all ends. Looks like we just get a lot of folds here. I'm gonna turn my pair into a bluff here. Damn it. That didn't work. That didn't work. Doesn't matter what the river was. Yay. Should have known better. In my head, I was like, I don't know. Would he ever just call with no spade there? Probably not. Ugly. Oof. Chips are so valuable in tournaments. I think we're like cash. You just like, whatever. I'll get some more chips. It's only money. For tournaments, it's like, no. Damn it. I put so much effort into this. Whereas like cash, it's just like, chips. Give me some more chips. There's no time investment. Well, there is, but it doesn't feel as painful. Ba-doop-ba-doom. Doot-doot-doot-doot. Gotta see a flop here. We're on the button. We can make the nuts. More gut shots. The theme of the day is gut shots. No hearts. We're going to get a free look here. Too little too late on the hearts for us. Too little too late on the hearts. 9 to go to the money. Brutal. Brutal. Lose a couple pots there. Not ideal. Not ideal. Back down to 15 bigs. 6 deuce. Suited. Just gonna fold. Just gonna fold. It's a little too gapped for my liking. Still scary though. I don't like these situations with the low flush like this. I mean, it does happen from time to time, where you have some nice little suited connectors that you get to take a flop with, and this kind of a board comes off. I'm still not a fan of it. It's still scary. There's still some scary situations you can get yourself into. Better flushes, rivers and turns. Gets scary. Poker's scary. Ba-doop, ba-doop. Ba-doop, ba-doop. We lost a few there. We're 8 to go. 2 shorter stacks over here on our right. And I still cover a couple of the other medium stacks. We're not that far off of average, actually. Average stack is 16.2, so we're not too far off of what average stack is. Actually, I have a different average stack. The average stack is way different in my PT4 compared to what it says on here. It's actually saying I'm a bit above average on my poker tracker. That's why I clicked on the chips there for a second. 14.6 is what we have, and on my poker tracker it's telling me 13.5 is the average. Well, kind of interesting. Slightly different numbers, but pretty much the same. But it says 16.2 for, that's quite a difference there. But we're actually not that far off the real average stack. More folds, unfortunately. Hey, what is Rec Poker? So Rec Poker is a group of recreational poker players, and we hang out and talk poker. There's a podcast every Monday night on this YouTube channel, and we've got some big names coming in, hanging out with us on Monday nights. We just had Daniel Negreanu a few weeks ago, Alex Fitzgerald, so we get quite a few of the big names. So that's every Monday night. And then there's also a forums edition of the podcast that's like strategy based. But go check out the website, rec.poker, and it'll tell you all about it. And I pretty much just hang out here and stream. I'm on the forums edition of the podcast, and I've been around here for almost since the beginning, but not quite. But yeah, go check out the website, rec.poker, and just type that into your Google and explore around on the website a little bit. Check it out if you're interested. If you want to try the premium membership, you can use my code BJAMN. I think it's BJAMN96 actually. BJAMN96, yeah, all lowercase, and you can get your first month of premium for $5. So if you're considering checking out the premium stuff, there's like some really cool stuff you can get involved in. I like the Tuesday nights doing the OPA because we play the home game and we hang out. So that's like one of my favorite premium events. But there's all kinds of premium stuff you can get involved in. And then on Monday nights we usually do a giveaway there too on the podcast. So be sure to come back tomorrow night because tomorrow night we'll be here doing the podcast and having a guest. So yeah, all kinds of fun stuff. And the home games. I didn't even mention the home games. Home games every night. 10 o'clock my time. So it's like, I forget what time of day. It's like 8 p.m. Central, I think, the home games are. And then there's 2 on Saturdays that we do, the internationals. So there's like 3 home games on Saturday. There's like mixed games, and it's all on the free money Poker Stars. So yeah, just basically a group of poker players that just like to hang out, and we're not professionals, but a few of us are starting to level up a little bit in our games, and yeah. Not me though. I'm just here grinding the the $5 tournaments. This is actually a $2. I got the wrong title here. I just realized this is a 220, not a 550. And there's a Discord you can get involved into. There's like quite an active Discord server. I'm getting short now. Just been folding away here because I haven't really had any good hands to try and get in there with. Under the gun, first player here, he opened. Wow, look at this, straight flush. Oh my goodness, never fold, I guess. I should stop folding now, I guess. Oh my god. That's crazy. Yeah, there's a Discord, yep. Yep, there is a Discord. It was just a little late with the... I think it's in the website. Like I say, if you check out the website, there should be a link there. Let me see if I can pull it up for you right quick. Like I might be able to find it myself here. Still, I'm a little bit of a noob when it comes to Discord, so I'm trying to see if I can send server boost, invite to server. See, I don't know if I can. Any grandfather one time buy? I don't know what that means. I'm not sure what that means, but you can check out definitely come back tomorrow, and like I say, check out the, drop the sub, and, yeah, check out tomorrow, because you can get a free membership, and hang out with, you can ask the, yeah, he did, yeah, we had some questions come in from the chat, and, usually there's like a preset bunch of questions. You can go back and watch the episode, actually. I'm sure that it's on the YouTube channel as well. If you want to go back and watch it, you can go back and watch the previous streams as well. Wednesday night, Taylor does a stream. He does a stream of the home game. There's a couple other streamers. When you get in the Discord, yeah, there's a couple other streamers in the community as well. But if I remember, I think he was answering some questions and stuff. And like I say, we mostly have pre-prepared stuff, just to kind of keep things moving and whatnot. But yeah, I study with Charlie's guys. Oh, nice. Ace Queen, getting it done. I think we just had a bunch of members. We're going hand for hand here now. But we had just had a bunch of members come back from the Irish Open. I think everyone's. I don't know if everyone's back from the Irish Open or not. Looking to broaden my horizons. Yeah, for sure. Get in there. We're very laid back bunch. We don't take ourselves too seriously. I don't, anyways. But yeah, I started to listen to the podcast ages ago, and then kind of just got involved from there. So, and there's lots of ways to get involved with the who started Rec. I think it was Steve Fredlin was one of the original creators, and it was a group of Minnesotans. I believe Rob Washam was also involved in some of that. And you can go check out the Wrecking Crew page, and you can see like all the original members, and you can read up on them. My page is there as well. But yeah, it was kind of just a bunch of Minnesotans that got together, and I believe that they just kind of like, there was a few of them that kind of just chatted poker for a while, and then they kind of started doing the podcast. Taylor was also one of the main components. And Jim Reed, the guy who hosts the podcast now, he was the first premium member. So it's kind of grown a lot. It's hard to think back in those days. It's been so long. That was like 6-7 years ago now. It's crazy. But then Steve Fredlin kind of stepped away, and then Jim Reed stepped in and started hosting. So. And now they're almost, instead of a monthly fee. Oh, I see what you're saying, like a yearly subscription. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, there is an email, you can send an email. I can see if I can get the email address. Rec.poker or something. Just hang on, let me take a look here. I'm not sure if you can do the month, I know sometimes there's like 3-month offerings or not. I'm not sure. Sometimes there's like quarterly. You can do like quarterly subscriptions and stuff like that, but I'm not sure what we offer. We're still in the bubble here. This is a potential hand if it wasn't the bubble of this tournament. 2.1 bigs. I mean, I do cover for the bounty and the big blind. Sketchy, though. I think I'm going to fold. It's a little bit tight, but I'm going to fold. Let me just check my note real quick. I know I do monthly. But let me just double check for you. I don't know if you can or not, to be completely honest with you. It would definitely be something to... I'm just looking at on my end here just to see if there's an option to do like a one-time payment, but I don't see any. We're still on the bubble. No! I should have shoved that king 8 suited. It was too nitty. Yeah, I'm not sure, to be honest. You'd have to send an email and find out. Because I'm not seeing anything. I can't change it on my end. But yeah, mine's monthly. That's some higher authority question. Let me just send Jim a message and see if he knows. Hand for hand, still. Feels like we've been waiting on this bubble for a while. Yeah, I just shot Jim a message. I'll see if he gets back to me. Give attention to the bubble. Yeah, I should be. I should be paying more attention. I don't know. I think that King 8 was fine to fold. Hey, we made the money. Let's go. We are in the money. Just seen that it switched over there, so we're good to go. That was good timing. Perfect timing. It's always a good time to get kings. It's always a good time to get kings. Oh, man, that's brutal. That is brutal. Rough way to go out. Rough way to go out. Just give him the ace. Just give him the ace. Alright, we do cash one tournament. We do cash one tournament today. I don't know if I'm going to play anything else or not, to be honest. I'm just looking at the schedule here. Everything has got so much late reg. So much late reg. So we might call that the stream. We might call that the stream. Paul, thank you for coming in the chat, my friend. Good chatting with you. Hopefully you stick with Ruck Poker. Check out the website. And, yeah, if you have any questions, feel free. I messaged Jim about your question there. And like I say, tune in tomorrow. The podcast is really good, and I think you'd like it. So check it out, and check out the old episodes too. And also on, if you listen to podcasts like Spotify, Apple, all that kind of good stuff, Apple Podcasts and that kind of thing. So we cast a tournament for $1. Don't quit your day job, I guess. Got to figure out the schedule for what's coming up for Scoop, because I know we have a big Scoop schedule coming up, so hopefully I'll be able to play lots of those events. Yeah, good day on 888. Good morning on 888. I actually like the site. This was my first time playing on 888. I don't know if I think I've played a couple of the free rolls, but that's about it. So yeah, it was a fun morning. I enjoyed playing on the site. We'll keep trucking. I'll play a little bit off stream and see if I can get a little bit more used to the game mechanics. I want to set up my PT4 a little bit differently, just to fit the site a little bit better. It was kind of cumbersome, a little bit in the way. And to be honest, I don't know how I feel about their own little HUD they do, because it is kind of cumbersome, like when you scroll over it with your mouse and you pass over it all the time. Maybe I can figure out something in the settings where like you have to click on it to bring it up, because I found when I was going with my mouse, it was like just crowding the screen and kind of just getting distracted with that. So maybe I'll play around with some of the settings and stuff. But yeah, for good first stream on 888, we'll definitely be back again. But like I say, next week I'm not sure what we're going to be doing. I have to look into see what's going on with Scoop, when our first Scoop tournaments are going to be coming out. So stay tuned. Appreciate everyone for being here. Like I say, Paul, you rock punks. Yeah, appreciate everyone for being here, and yeah, catch you guys later, and tune in tomorrow for the podcast. So good luck on your stream, on your grinds, if anyone's out there grinding, and yeah, we'll be back next week. See if we can play some Scoop. Later.